So I had a photo session yesterday that I didn't end up vlogging literally anything yesterday. I don't know why I didn't do that. And I shopped a little and then took a fat nap, aka like hours and hours and hours. So then last night I ended up sleeping like an hour and a half before clinical. I suck at getting sleep before clinical because I just like tend to function better at nighttime because there's less distractions. While my brain doesn't always work well because I feel like, you know, naturally the human body does not really do best with that sleep schedule. As far as night shift goes, not that I've ever worked a night shift, full night shift. Also, the night before that, like my kid had just like been up till like 2 a.m. So I was up till 4 a.m. because I had to get stuff done. I had a clinical today and I had open lab because we have our last check off before competencies, which is basically like finals for lab. It was for the Foley catheter. I feel pretty good about it. Like, it's not that hard. You just have to, like, there's a few things I just don't know because we have 2 different instructors that do the checkoffs with us and they don't always agree on things. So that is fun. Regardless, I have my last check off, and even if I were to fail that one and then like do the remediation for it, which is easy, that you do it with the other instructor, then the one that like you failed with passed all the rest of them. So even if I were to fail that one, it's not a big deal because I already passed the rest. So I would just have to do remediation for it and it'd be fine, no big deal, and I'd still pass it fine as long as I do good for the competency. Now I am going through, we use Elsevier and I would say Elviser, that's not what it is, and Evolve adaptive quizzing, and I'm going through like the keynotes from the chapters because our exam got pushed back again. Like, this is the second time an exam gotten pushed back. Plus, both times it messed up the, like, you know, following exams. Thankfully, she didn't give us more chapters to do this week on top of, like, what we were already, like, having to do, because that messes me up more when we're, like, backtracking. And honestly, I think most of us just don't even really hardly acknowledge the ones that we do for that. But then now we're gonna have to cram for our last exam, exam 5, and then a final exam, which, to be fair, I've done pretty good on my exams so far, so knock on wood. I know this is probably flakeboard, so that's bad luck. Yeah, I'm just going through, like, keynotes and stuff and just extra reviewing so I can make sure I'm good. I haven't really reviewed. Honestly, I kind of like, I initially trying to make my notes look all pretty and I was trying to do like this elaborate stuff, and I feel like you get to a point where it's like you're spending way too much time on the wrong stuff, and so I'm just doing a review so I can try to get a good grade on this exam. And I work tomorrow and they asked me to come in at 2 and I was like, no. And then I work again Sunday and they asked me to come in at 2 a.m. and I said I would do it, but then they found someone in the meantime and I was like, well, whatever. I'm actually putting my 2 weeks in at the nursing home, which is a big deal, but I will talk about that in a different point because not the conversation for right now. I suck at vlogging, but I just don't know if it's gonna be boring or not. That's kind of like where I'm like, is it even worth it? Because I don't want to like have stupid vlogs. Back to my studies. I made my like, I'm not a very organized person. Like I'm like organized chaos, if that makes sense. That's like the NCLEX distribution of content for 2020. One thing I noticed, okay, so we had initially just done our test like online but in person, and then we had to do paper because someone in a different class was cheating. I don't really know. Hit or miss with the online ones because it automatically graded it, but it wasn't always right because the way Canvas grades it versus how our teachers do is a little different. So for an example, it gives us credit for select all that apply. It gives us partial credit. Does nursing school know that that's not a thing currently? Also, it doesn't show like for sure like if everybody gets a question wrong or something, like the teacher will review it and be like, okay, well obviously there's a problem with the question, not necessarily the student, so they might give you credit for it. I mean, granted, they do go back and do that. It still like gives you an idea of what you got on it. Plus, usually it'll give you the rationale for not only the ones that you got wrong, but also the ones you got right. And it gives it to you all that immediately. So you have a general idea if you passed or not. You also have the rationales behind it, because for me, like any that I've missed since we started the paper, I only know the rationale for what I missed. Just because I got it right doesn't mean I knew it right. It means I guessed right. It doesn't necessarily mean I know it. It just means that I got it right. Not that I knew what I was doing, which sucks because like I'd like see the rationale behind it, which she'd probably meet with me and like give me the rationale. That's just a lot that I don't like nag her about because I just don't feel like it's dire necessary. With the online ones, it automatically gives it to you. For the paper test, you'd have to sit there and explain it to me, each individual question, and that would just be like too much, I feel like, to ask from the teachers. The nice thing about the paper ones is that I can like mark the questions, I can make notes on it, I can give my explanation as to why it's right, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just means for my sake, if when we're going back over, she can see where my logic was and be like, okay, this is where you went wrong, type of thing. Kind of like with math problems, that's why you show you work, is so they can figure out where you went wrong. I don't really care. I just wish it was more consistent because I feel like then they go to the paper and I was like, well, crap. So my first paper quiz and my first paper exam, I did like not as good on, and I think it's precisely because I started to get comfortable with the online exams, especially for the past year I've been doing online schooling because of the pandemic. Thank you, coronavirus. I just think it's been a lot of switch up, but I guess that prepares me for what's ahead of my future, where it's just chaos. Maybe it's organized chaos, which is precisely what I thrive in. So that's all I just wanted to share with you. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. Yep, yeah. I can see this. Yeah, you can. Two more eggs. That one is. He's in there. I don't know. We'll have to check once we pick them all up. open it. Mari, let's open them after we collect them all. Mari, you're missing some over here, babe. Look at all these you're missing. Oh, maybe we don't do that. She literally just walked right past it. Get it? Do you want help?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Do you want me to get it for you? Oh, okay. What color is that? What color is that, Mari? She ain't even looking. I see. Is that your favorite color? Mari, is that your favorite color? My pink. Here we go. Are you gonna stick an egg? Okay. How many eggs you got?
So there were all 2
Okay, cool.
What 2 freaking fried eggs?
Woo woo!
What's wrong? Show me, what's wrong?
Funny story about this. My family thought they could get away with not hiding anything in the eggs, thinking she wouldn't notice, but she did, and we had to sneak stuff into the eggs while she was opening them. She's gonna be thoroughly disappointed. She's literally just over it. Look at her. Here, stop moving, Mark. Okay, press the button. Stay right here. Mari, no, stay back here. Can I do some?
Huh?
Can I try?
Yeah.
Catch the bubbles. Put a lot by her face. Get kind of close to her.
Not so close, not so close.
Mark, get her.
Yeah.
Get her.
Yeah, you have to go here.
Ready?
Bubble, right here. Bubble.
Mark, come here, come here. Come here.
Let me do it. Would you like copy here? Copy here.
Get in here. You have to angle it right. Push it hard and fast. Hard and fast. Mari, look. Here. Do it again. Mari. Ew. like what, 11? And I'm getting my skincare ready. I did my skincare routine for the night. I'm getting my skincare ready to take to work with me because I work at 2 a.m. So I can't really do my morning skincare then. I kept on packing a bag for work quite easy. I'm going to do my skincare routine. So we're doing 2 a.m. till 2 p.m. I've never picked up this particular shift before for this very reason. Also, my dad, we had Easter today with my family, and tomorrow is actually Easter. Good Friday, I worked just for a shift. They asked me to come in at 2, but I was like, no. Said that I would on Sunday. And I'm like, oh, we don't need you. And then I go in Friday, and they're like, actually, we need you. And I'm like, oh, fine. They're like, it's good money. I'm like, you guys, you sold me at the money. Actually, I only say that for 2 reasons. One, this is not my routine. I don't know, like, this is not a functioning routine that I would do ever again. Or at least much. Like, night shift is one thing, but 2 a.m. till 2 p.m. Like, I used to do the opposite, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. And I'm gonna be with a nurse that hates me. I don't think she actually hates me anymore. She's just difficult and makes my anxiety bad. That's all. Good boy. Covering up where I actually work, but yo, I cannot. I'm going to bed in my scrubs so I can sleep in like 5 minutes later. So I actually ended up not really going back to bed. I just tried to do like morning yoga to like wake up. I just get some lunch ready and eat some breakfast and just have some me time, I guess. It's sort of like a clocking thing. Check temperatures and everything. Now I'm walking to the dog to go to my unit. Update, so it's about 5:30 and I got like 11.5 people done, which is like a record. I don't know how I did that, but I've been going and going and going since 2 a.m. So it's going well. Currently taking the elevator to go take out the trash and linen. I've never taken trash and linen out this early because I've never worked the 2 to 6 part of a shift for 2 to 6 a.m. Great. It helps if I push the button. 9 a.m. and everybody's up. It's actually going all right so far. Knock on wood. Okay, so I had my lunch and on it I ate a banana. And healthy, right? Well, I mean, that's healthy, but not much food. My heart rate's 100 and I need to take my Adderall and I'm scared because I'm like, I don't want it to go through the roof and me literally like croak here. Oh, there's plenty of people here that can save me. Kind of. And I did my skincare on my lunch, which I just thought was so funny. I was cracking up the whole time because, like, I literally did it in this bathroom, and I'm like, wow, that's how dedicated I am to work and my self-care. What are you doing? You're studying with me?
Oh, it's dinosaurs. My bedroom.
There's bedrooms, dinosaurs in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We'll get them. Are you studying? Are you studying with me? What are you doing?
My daddy, my mommy, and my dinosaur sit me.
Yeah. Your dinosaur sit with you?
Yeah.